Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody that is hopeful that you're going to wait for them to come back around, thinking about, all the times you've spent together or the things that you've been talking about, perhaps. For some of you, this is a person that you've not met. You've just been getting to know them for a very long time. But it feels to me like you're getting these warnings that if you were to wait around for this person, that maybe it would just kind of fizzle out anyways. Because we do have the ghost card, which says, I won't stay for very long. I'm sorry. So even though they're asking you to wait for them, I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? They don't plan on hanging out for very long after that anyways. So that might be like informing your decision. Hi, Michael. How you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchanta. And I hope you're having a good day. It is hot already. I got out to record the outdoor readings for you all bright and early because I knew it was going to be hot today, but I still got a little too hot. Anyways, if you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. And right below in the description box where it tells you my email address, you can find additional information on the membership. If you would like additional content, of course you want additional content. The entry level is only $3.99, so it's a great deal. I'm glad to hear that, Michael. We're going to start off with the Noisy Tarot. What else do we have? Eight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Cups and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Okay. So this person is planning on coming back around, but they have taken longer than they expected to. There is a lot of charm, a lot of flirtatious energy, chemistry between the two of you. But with the Hanged Man in the reverse, this is somebody who is asking you to sacrifice time or to hold space for them and not entertain others. So basically it feels uneven. They're asking for you to do more for the connection or the potential connection than they're willing to do. The Chariot in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and the Hierophant in the reverse. Get me out of here. The thing is, the person who is taking their sweet time to come back around and talk to you, this is somebody who's distracted, or they're just fine with there being distractions. Other people they're supposed to talk to or other things they're supposed to do. I don't get a sense of urgency from them, and I do feel like it's because they don't want something serious. So this is somebody who is they've likely talked to you about being in a relationship, but they struggle with being honest about what that looks like or what they need. So they would be very vague, right? Oh, I just have some things I need to deal with. Oh, yeah, no, that's totally what I want. I just don't know when. There are no concrete goals. There are no, oh, I have to finish this training program and then I'll be done with this and then I can come hang out with you. It's very nebulous. Five of Wands in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Magician. They like to be in control of when they show up and when they leave. This is not somebody who appreciates or respects your time because they're very focused on what they can get in as little time as possible. So whoever I'm reading for, you are in a bit of inner conflict, or you're a little bit at war with yourself because you feel like you keep wasting time on this person. You feel like maybe it's actually just going to be a loss if you hold place for this person or if you wait for them. And I think you're right. I think you're starting to pick up on this person's inability to be precise or to tell you what it is that they're actually looking for. Wow, your energy is powerful. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Empress. Yeah, they are messing up big time. This is beautiful because we even look at the Nine of Pentacles as pre-Empress energy. The thing is, this person leaves you unattended and you find out just how capable you are making things happen on your own. You don't need anybody else. And I think you also are going to get a lot of attention. So whoever I'm reading for, you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit afraid of commitment. I do think they have feelings or at least admiration for you, but they are not being honest with themselves about just how great you are. You don't want to admit that there's a possibility maybe you would get distracted, or maybe you would choose to be on your own instead of dealing with somebody that would keep you waiting like this. Yeah, your intuition is on point and points out to you that this is somebody who may be great with words, right? With the Knight of Cups, this could be somebody who makes a lot of promises but doesn't necessarily follow through on them. Yeah. It doesn't matter how great their apology is if their intentions keep demonstrating, or if their actions keep demonstrating that their intentions aren't very great. Hello, Jess. Hello, Irish Fairy. How are we doing? Generally not. I think maybe every once in a while. But we've got somebody who wants to come back around. They're going to apologize, but they are the ghosting type. I think you have already had enough of this person. I think you know what they tend to do when they spend time with you. I think you expect them to break their promises to you. And when you have put them in that category, or when you expect that behavior from someone, I think you begin to check out. So whoever resonates with this Nine of Pentacles, Empress energy, you are well aware that this is somebody who might be telling you what you want to hear. And I think it makes you feel like what you need to do is walk away from this person. You know that they're chasing the thrill. They don't really want to have the commitment or the responsibility, the obligations that go with a relationship. And it could be because of who they spend time around. They may have not so great influences within their family. They may have some friends that encourage immature behavior, and you're over it. This is the Pulp Tarot. Hey, Key Controller. How you doing? What else? Knight of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You have inconsistent energy, therefore I am not interested in entertaining it anymore. Whoever resonates with the Empress, you are telling the Magician, you are hot and cold. And my favorite thing is predictable, lukewarm. Whatever it is, they ain't got it. If I don't know when you're going to be here, if I don't know if you're going to follow through on plans that we make, then I've been able to figure out that you're not who I want. So maybe you're hilarious. Maybe you're super attractive. Maybe you like the same types of food. I don't know, whatever it is, it's not enough, because I never know when I get to see you, and I never know how long I'm going to see you. And I don't think you're going to stay around for long term. So the Empress is just kind of like, we tried. It's not going to work. Empress got places to be. The Empress is like, see, here's the thing. There's other people that are interested, or there's other things I can do with my time. And if you think I'm going to sit here, looking good, doing nothing, you're wrong. This is someone who says, basically, I've got life to live and you're asking me to put it on pause. No. There is some prosperity or success coming to this Empress. If you've not already experienced this, this is in your near future. And this is part of the reason why there is more and more energy or interest in your energy and a confidence that you have that, if this doesn't work out, then there's something else that might work out better. You're willing to make the sacrifices that you need to in order to preserve your ability to live the life that you want. You are healed, so there's no need for like a codependent connection. And I feel like this person's used to dealing with people who really want to have that companionship, so much so that they're willing to sacrifice on their requirements or their standards, right? Hello, Upper Echelon. Hello, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, if you're having audio issues, try reloading the video. Hey, James, how are you doing? So interestingly, we have the Temperance card, which talks about Earth Angel energy, and it's right next to the Devil. See, the thing is, whoever you are, Empress energy, you're a nice little combination of patient and nobody's fool. So if this person's trying to get you to be like obsessed or like wait for them, you're like, oh, that's cute. That's not going to work for me. You're comfortable wherever you are. If you've ever been to Wisconsin, they have this thing called, is it the ducks? I think you can call them amphibian vehicles because they can do on land or in the water. This person is expecting that you will make sacrifices because you are so desperate to be in a connection without realizing that you are the Nine of Pentacles, okay? The Empress. This is somebody who is just fine on their own. Not only that, but the Nine of Pentacles plus the Ace of Cups plus the Empress implies somebody who is very attractive and about to get another offer. So it's like, you look at what this person has to say, this person who wants you to wait for them, or you look at the fact that they haven't been messaging you or communicating the way they should, and you're like, this is just not it. You fail. I deserve better than this. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands in the reverse, Empress. So if you can't approach me with the energy that I know I deserve, if all you have to offer is inconsistent or temporary connections, then I remove myself from consideration. There's plenty of other fish out there in the sea that I'm sure would be super excited, especially the goldfish, for 30 seconds of your time. All right, this is the Poe Tarot. Wait, James, why is it going to be a long summer, though? Is it because it's very hot where you are, too? It's true. I like that, Upper echelon. So from the Poe Tarot, we've got the Page of Wands or the Page of Candles and the Wheel. If I can only get a good look at them, I can soon tell who they are. This is the Nine of Pentacles, very intuitive energy. You know that there's no real future with this person because you're able to discern those things. You can tell there's something that doesn't really seem genuine about this person. Never to suffer would never to have been blessed. You're able to take this with a grain of salt or just kind of keep it moving, right? Things happen. Whatever is meant to be will be. If this wasn't meant to be, then that's fine. I've probably learned something else by going through this experience. Maybe it's as simple as, you know what? I really am quite capable when it comes to letting go of things that don't really serve me. Right? Exactly, Michael. So we've got the Four of Wells or the Four of Cups and Strength. Ooh, the Four of Cups is about rejection. And so, being young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy. The Magician is a person that enjoys the instability or the drama of love and then not love, and then what are we, and then you miss me. This is somebody who likes that hot and cold energy because it gives them maybe greater access to external validation. It serves them in some way. And I feel like it's tied to like insecurity or even a fear of abandonment. If I abandon you before you can abandon me, then I've won in some way. Oh, have you? Weird. And then we have Strength. A feeling for which I have no name has taken possession of my soul. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's a bird right outside my window that's singing. It's cute. Strength is a reference to the fact that this person's attempts to manipulate you will fail. Why? Because you're not naive. You're not young and stupid. Well, maybe you're young, but you ain't stupid. You don't need I'm not buying what you're selling, okay? Maybe if I didn't have self-esteem, maybe if I didn't have self-awareness, maybe if I didn't know what I really want, maybe if I didn't have discernment and I couldn't tell that you're lying to me or making false promises, then I'd be like, oh, goody, yes, where do I buy? Where do I sign? But you, Empress, you're like, no, that's not what I wanted. Next. Who's next? You're not about to let somebody tell you that what they're really offering you is something amazing or that they're worth waiting for. You have assessed the situation to be a waste of your time, and I think you're pretty right about that. Hey, Tiana, what's going on? How's your day? So we have the Tower. Oh no. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands in the reverse. But I have to work. I have a lot of things going on. It's not, that I don't want to see you. It's just been a really difficult time. I lost my, what are those things called? Is it a flipboard? The little mini skateboard? This person wants you to feel like everything is insane or chaotic or crazy, and that's why they can't do right by you. But whatever their reasoning is, I feel like you just look at it and you're like, okay, well, so didn't you just tell me exactly why you can't be with someone right now? So I'm making the right decision, right? No, I'm just making excuses for why it doesn't work right now. And you're like, yeah. So if it doesn't work right now, we can't do anything right now. And they're like, no, wait, you're just taking this the wrong way. And you're like, no, literally what you're telling me is you don't have the ability to give me what I'm looking for, so I shouldn't wait for you. You just like using different words. You frame it up differently, so it sounds pretty and sparkly, and maybe I should wait for it. But you know your worth, Queen of Pentacles. Whoever resonates with this Empress, it's like, yeah, but see, I don't have a policy where you can just make me wait for 190 days and then everything's fine. No, it doesn't work that way. Four of Wands in the reverse. If you don't contribute to this being a strong foundation for a connection, then I'm not going to sit here and build that foundation on my own. I don't like cement, okay? Hey, Laura. How are you doing? Oh, Laura, you crack me up. You have the best collective. So we've got the Two of Pentacles. and the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Because see, when I looked at the pros and cons, so saith the Empress, whoever is the Empress, remember, it does not have to be a female. This is somebody who knows that emotional communication, emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, these things are all important. And you also have self-respect. So when you looked at the facts, when you considered the situation, you were like, it sure doesn't taste like love. Sure don't smell like love. Nope, it's not love. It's just manipulation. It's just gaslighting. It's just love bombing. You know the difference. So I don't know if you literally just call this person out and say, you know what, that's a bunch of BS. That sounds real fake to me. Or if you take more of a high road and just, that doesn't seem like it aligns with what I'm looking for. I always encourage avoiding ghosting where possible and being honest about what the reason is that things are not working out, because you never know if you might be able to help somebody address something and then they're able to find love the next time, right? Like, that being said, rejection conversations are not easy. And some people really don't know how to take rejection. So we've got Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But when you reject this person, when you let go of this connection, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready for the next stage. So Ace of Wands, things level up for you. I do feel like this is like things in your career or in your like professional life level up because you're not tolerating this distracting energy anymore. It's like, it's either what I've been waiting for or it's a waste of my time. There's no like in between, right? So Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords in the reverse. If we can't change or address the thing that creates the instability between us, then I got to keep it moving. And because you don't want to admit why things are hot and cold, or you don't want to be honest about the fact that you have non-committal energy, then the Empress is saying, I'm ready to move forward, move on. Hi, Realm of Bedlam. Meow. How's it going? What else do we have? Star in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. You are very observant and perceptive. You can tell that the person that you are dealing with is someone that may not really respect you, somebody that may not really approach things in an honest way. And if they don't have that to offer you, then they really have nothing to offer you. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Futuristic and magic. Visions, innovative, crafty, plans, and trendsetter. You are going places. Nine of Pentacles, Empress. From the very beginning, we knew there's something here about you that's magical. You are able to create things. You are able to inspire people. You are able to captivate people's attention. And I do think you're an alchemist, which is huge because you can turn disappointments into like magic, into success, into new love, into, I don't know, laughter. But there's a way that you approach things that is unique or different, and people take notice of it. So you're not supposed to have some ordinary, boring life. No siree. So we have alive, intimacy, and serenity. Okay, so I don't really talk much about this, but sometimes I feel like there's the message that Spirit is trying to communicate to me through the cards for you. And then sometimes it's like there's a subtext, kind of like in a book when they have like a notation at the bottom. And it's just like spirit guides being like, you know, so, oh my God. I don't know why I told you that, because I don't want to tell you the joke they told me. Basically, this is saying I'm trying to find a right polite way to explain this. I don't enjoy the naked mambo with this is so awkward. Basically, they're joking like you don't have relations with people who are buried in the ground because they have alive and intimacy, right? This is dead for you. There's no interest. This person is trying to like make you feel attracted or maybe like bring up sexual flirtation type energy. And you're just like, what? No, gross, ew. You've put it in that category of like, you're already like done. Like, I'm not interested. And I'm focused on the things that make me feel like my life is peaceful. You seem like you would just make a bunch of drama happen, and I'm not into that. So, why would you want to let somebody interact with you or enjoy your energy or, pants off time if they don't respect that? If they treat you as if, it's just fine to lie to you? They don't appreciate how over it you might be. They might still think that you're like kind of interested and you're like, no, I don't think there's ever a kind of interested with you. Whoever is this Nine of Pentacles Empress, I feel like it's more like, no, I either think that there is a possibility for us to be real happy or I don't think about you. This is the Cats Rule the Earth. King of Wands. This is your energy. People find you very attractive right now, but difficult to gain access to. Page of Cups in the reverse. Oh yeah, everyone's got a crush on the Empress, but doesn't mean you're going to get anywhere with it. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Did you see that? I caught it on the side of the table, you guys. Knight of Swords, Knight, just to clarify, and Seven of Swords in the reverse. They really don't like that you're not interested. I do think this person has a bit of an ego. They might just really not do well with rejection, or they are real nervous about how their friends will take this. They might have been bragging about you. And that would kind of be some sweet karma there. Okay, so here's what I'm picking up on. Oh, thank you, James. I sure appreciate you. I'm picking up on somebody who's nervous because they like keeping this Empress on the back burner and maybe casually dropping hints that they might be seeing this person to others that may be jealous of them. But this is also, in a way, they're like a little possessive, right? They want to discourage people from pursuing you. But if you come out here and you make it real obvious that you're not dealing with this person anymore, they're nervous that other people in the community that they know will see that as an opportunity to pursue you. Oh, are you nervous? They're nervous because those individuals might actually approach you with like real, genuine energy, right? This is the Gilded Reverie. Yes, there's definitely a community here, and they do care what other people are thinking. Did that person get rejected? Did that person get what they wanted? Has that person lost favor with the Empress? Because there is something about you. Again, you do not have to be a female. Empress is indicative of somebody who could be very creative, but you know how to build things. You know how to take nothing and turn it into something. I'm seeing in particular somebody who brings like furniture or even houses back to life, maybe even art. But you have this like very alluring energy. And now we have the stars. There's something that makes a lot of people like turn their heads. And that's part of why this person, the magician, felt like pretty powerful if they were able to kind of keep you loosely associated with them. But now they can't. Now they're worried because there's going to be other people who are like, oh, so that Nine of Pentacles Empress person, they're single, huh? Maybe I should see what's up. Maybe I should shoot my shot. Oh, okay, this is awesome. So quite often I have to tell you guys about how in this Gilded Reverie deck, there are two number 12s. These are the two number 12s. Both of these cards talk about communication. One of them is a little more scandalous with the owls, and one of them is a little bit more positive. So I feel like there's this concern that because so many people see you as this bouquet, beauty, accomplishment, worthy of celebrating, because this person knows that people put you on a little bit of a pedestal, if they lose their connection to you, if they, start to hear people talking about the fact that you are super like on the market or single, that makes them uncomfortable because they know that there are other people that are going to express interest in you. And it would only be a matter of time. This is the Kipper. Oh. I wanted to keep you on the back burner so that no one else could have you, but I also wasn't ready for a commitment. That ain't fair. No, it's not, which is why it's ending and why whoever is this Empress, they are walking towards a new chapter. They're single and ready to mingle. Probably got their favorite Pringle. Let's get a few from, this is the Situations deck. What else do we need to know? I feel like we'll see the Gossip card because it does seem like there's, with those two birds cards coming out. Seems like there's a lot of people that talk about what's going on between you and love interests or you and the Magician in particular. We've got waves, emotions, coming and going, and drama queen. Yeah, this is the Magician. I can't commit, but I get real emotional and I want to make sure that you're still mine. So I'm possessive, but also non-committal. What a pair. That's great for you. This is somebody who has a very strong physical attraction to you. And I do think part of the reason they're non-committal is because they want to be able to play the field a little bit, but they don't want you to play the field at all. That's weird. So you find out that this person is playing games, or you realize if they're this hot and cold, I can't really expect anything real. So you decide you want to end. You've cleared the space. You've let go of this. You're not going to focus on them anymore. And your pulling away has made this person feel that you are that much more attractive. They are nervous because there are other people that could steal you. And they're right. Ooh, they're right. Oh my, this is wild. Okay, so this first card that I pulled, it says time on it. And I know the clock is ticking for us. Won't you wait for me? And then we have projected and TikTok. This is saying we have always known that there's only a little bit of time. There's only a little like window of opportunity for this to get, figured out. But the Empress knows they will have some beautiful relationship. And if this Magician is not ready, then they will entertain other opportunities. So I do feel like our Nine of Pentacles Empress individual is going to be pursued by multiple suitors or pursued by multiple admirers that make this Magician nervous, and rightfully so. There's going to be, I think, another love offer that comes in, or a serious love offer, I should say. So yeah, this is why we have standards, right? Hello, Galaxy King. Good for you. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you to the members. And I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.